Hey everybody, it's great to have you with us. My name is Chris Murphy, and with me is Patrick Soukup. We are the co-hosts of the Fort Collins Fellas podcast. Patrick, why don't you tell our listeners and viewers a little bit about the podcast and why we started it?
If you're coming to listen to the Fort Collins Fellas, you're coming to get all the information necessary and needed to live the best life possible in Fort Collins, Colorado. Let's go.
All right, Patrick, we're recording this the last day of February. Yeah, time is flying by this year. It's crazy. But we are going to be chatting about Great Plates. Patrick, have you done Great Plates in the past?
You know, not intentionally so, but if you're downtown and you happen to be eating during this 2-week period, like you are part of it, and waiters and waitresses are awesome about educating everybody, but I've never intentionally gone to a restaurant, one or the other, because of the deal that they're putting on or anything like that. But I think there's, like you said, phenomenal deals out there, so you should definitely educate yourself.
We are going to go through these deals today, and for those of you that are new to Fort Collins, looking to kind of learn more about Fort Collins, they've been doing this for a couple years. I don't know exactly how long, but there's a great
tons of years.
Long time, yeah. There's a great article in Colorado from Aaron Udell. We tried to get her on the podcast, but we ran out of time. But there's going to be 40 plus restaurants. And here, I'll give a breakdown for people that want to know what it is. So it happens every year right around the beginning of March. They call it Great Plates of Downtown. It's an annual dining fundraiser. This is the most important part, that benefits the food bank for Larimer County. It goes from March 1st through the 14th. And what it is there's $25 meal deals at more than 40 restaurants. So like Patrick was saying, you may go into one of these restaurants here the next couple of weeks and not even know what's going on. And one of these restaurants or bars could be participating in Great Plates. And so how it works is during this 2-week run, diners will be able to go to participating restaurants and shop, say what they want to partake in the Great Plates. After the meal, you'll have a chance to leave a donation to the food bank, of which 100% of that goes to 100% of the donation goes to the food bank. And the most important part is you will get a separate menu. Like they'll give you a Great Plates. Say, hey, I want to do the Great Plates. You're going to the Rio or something like that. We're going to go through these here in a second. And they'll give you a little card, and then it's basically it's a preset menu. And you order it, and you support the cause, and then you can donate additional money after you are done eating. So
like the purpose is that they give this deal $25, which we'll go through a few of these, and you will very well could be like at a $35 to $45 dinner or lunch very easily. And the theory is you take that extra $10 to $20 that you would have spent on that meal and take that and donate it to the Larimer County Food Bank. It's kind of the theory. Now, don't get me wrong.
No. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. You could absolutely do $3 to $5, whatever, helps. And so don't feel guilty that you're not doing an extra $10, $20. But if you have it within your means, that's the intention behind it is, let's bring you in, get you a good dinner. And instead of paying the restaurant for these 2 weeks, which they get paid, of course, but we're going to pay a giveaway to Larimer County Food Bank.
And I think on the bill, when you get the bill, it'll tell you how much it normally would be, I want to say. But you're right. That's a good nugget of information. Yeah. You can donate the difference in how much you're saving goes right to the food bank. All right, let's get into some of these. So I got to start out with, have you ever had the 60-40 burger at Big Al's?
Dude, it's like I wish being healthy would be so much easier if there wasn't such good food out there.
Dude, like that one jumped up. All right, so those of you who don't know, the 60-40 burger. So Big Al's is on 140 West Mountain Avenue, right in Old Town. It's a fantastic place. These burgers are 60% beef and 40% bacon.
And it just sounds amazing just saying that.
So Big Al's is doing it. So it's a one-course meal for 4. It's available all day. So some of these have different times, and some of them are dine-in or carry-out. But Big Al's is dine-in or carry-out. But you're going to get 4 60-40 burgers and 4 classic fries for $25. That would jump.
Which is like, I mean, shit, that alone, I mean, for a burger and fry there these days is probably $12 to $14 for a 60-40 burger and a French fry. So you take that. So you're at $48 to $50. You're almost like at a 50% discount going to Big Al's for that.
For great plates.
For great plates.
Yeah. God, there's a bunch here. Comic Chicken on Westmount. Comic Chicken, you're going to have a one-course meal for four original chicken sandwiches and regular fries. So it's kind of similar to what Big Al's is doing.
There's a group out there. It's an ownership group. I think they actually probably run some of the best restaurant operations in Fort Collins. I'm biased because I am buddies with the owners, but it's the tasting group that owns the Melting Pot, Social, Rodizio Grill, and the Union. And these I'll have to confirm if the Union's still a part of that group or not. But regardless, this group is all in on this great plates. And so any one of those, the reason I say this right now is because I love the Melting Pot. And if you went there, you'd get a foursome of teriyaki sirloin, chicken, white shrimp, and pasta served with garden vegetables and dipping sauces. Any chocolate fondue served with variety of sweet treats. And that's alone, I mean, probably a $75 to $100 meal at the Melting Pot, and so delicious. And they ask that you just take that difference that you would have spent and put it towards the Learn High Food Bank.
Okay, so Social, I was going over this with Des, my assistant, before we did this. This one looks good. So the Social is, and this is on One Old Town Square, number 7, 2 featured cocktails, which probably right there is already $25, and a premium cheese and charcuterie board to share. Available for dine-in only. That's a good one. That one jumped out at me.
Yeah.
Social, 2 cocktails and the charcuterie board. Do you see what Sonny Lubitz is doing? So Sonny Lubitz is giving a 3-course dinner for one, dine-in only. They do accept reservations. That's another thing. During these weeks, this is a good week to get reservations because it's just crazy.
Yeah, it is.
So Sonny's going to give you get a bowl of soup, asparagus soup, or tomato salad. You get a choice of a slow roasted prime rib with garlic parmesan smashed potatoes, or salmon with a roasted corn puree. And then, of course, you get the dessert, choice of fudge brownie, vanilla ice cream, or an apple walnut bread. You get all that for $25. That's a hell,
dude. I mean, I probably should have had a pretty thick lunch before I started talking about all this stuff, because I am just starting right now. And all I'm thinking about is once we're done recording, where am I going to go grab a bite?
And there are also, there's also the Great Plates dessert deals. So you got Ben & Jerry's is doing one in Old Town. You got Old Town churn ice cream. And of course, everybody's favorite is Walrus. And Walrus ice cream is doing $2.50 made-to-order ice cream sandwiches, or a 4-pack of handmade ice cream pints for $25. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and don't feel like you have to have signed up for anything. Like Chris said, probably a reservation's a good idea. But like I said at the beginning of this as well, I've never intentionally gone to a restaurant for their Great Plates meal. I just happened to have been there, and these deals are so good that you're absolutely going to take advantage of them and then hopefully donate on the backside. But if you March 1st through March 14th, this is going to come out the first week of March. And so, definitely want to take advantage of this, but it comes every year that at that first couple weeks of March, end of February type deal. So prep yourself for it.
And what I'll do is I'll put in our show notes on the podcast, this link from this article in Colorado. It's a great article. Huge shout out to Aaron and what she done. They lay out every single menu item at every single restaurant. And I know we just went over a couple of them, but it's like we interviewed, Kat and from Bistro Natil last year. That was a great participating as well. So shout out to them. But, it's kind of, it's one of those things that a lot of people don't know that Fort Collins does these. I mean, think about all the festivals that they have, and we'll talk more about this later in the year when we have the podcast stuff. But, this is something that I love. We've gone specifically for this, and it's for a great cause, the Larimer County Food Bank.
Yeah. Before we end, my last question to you is, of all the restaurants that are on there, the 40 restaurants, if you're going to go out to dinner, where are you going in Old Town?
Okay. I was just looking at one of these. I am going to go, and I'm going to, same question right back to you. By the way, did you see the Cooper Smiths? one. So one,
yeah, that's incentive.
1-course dinner for 2. You get an 8-ounce New York strip steak, mashed potatoes, vegetables, pork schnitzel. You get bangers and mash, fish and chips, and black bean burger. Oh, choose 2 of the following. Okay, 2 of the following. Patrick,
I'm going to tell you that mine is the whiskey still.
that was a great one.
Steakhouse. I've been there a couple times recently, and just a big fan of like kind of the atmosphere there. It just feels rustic and, you know, just good, hearty, unhealthy, thick, clog your artery steaks that I just love.
All right, I think I'm gonna go with Jay's Bistro, and I love it. So you're gonna get basically almost, it's a 2-course dinner for 1 with wine. I like the option with wine. You're gonna get New England or a pearl salad, and then your choice of a bolognese, bison meatball pasta, or an Amarillo chicken. And then for wine, you're gonna choose from a Pinot Noir or Chardonnay. 25.
Pro tip, if they're still doing this, which I don't know if they are, but throughout the year, decently priced lunch that is absolutely top notch, very unhealthy but delicious, is a lobster mac and cheese from Jay's Bistro.
You're absolutely 100% right. I think they still have that there. I want to say that.
I'm not positive because it's been a few years since I've gotten it, but when they did, it was a game changer.
You know what else is really good and unhealthy? It is the Troy City Butcher. Troy City Deli. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, I just did a top 5 burgers locally owned in Fort Collins and Choice Cities on there.
I saw the truth. A couple of those I didn't recognize too, which was good. Well, buddy.
Well, my man,
great plates. Check it out, everybody. March 1st through the 14th. We just touched on a few of our favorites. There's a ton of restaurants in there, so check it out. Check it out, and enjoy and support a great cause.
All right.